My first year selling books on Amazon, I did 80,000 in sales and the profit margins were pretty good and I didn't really know what I was doing, and if I knew what I was doing, I could have sold a lot more. And in this video, I'm going to break down 4 things that you guys need to know in order to grow your book business to the next level. And if you guys watch until the end, you're going to have a complete understanding of where to find books, how to list the books, how to run this business, how to sell books on Amazon without them taking up space in your house. You literally don't even need to store them in your house. And I'm going to kind of tell you guys my story and hopefully you guys can learn from that. So pillar number 1 is going to be know where to find books. Back in 2018, I decided to live in my car, partly because the books in Nashville, Tennessee at the time weren't very good. And I read a blog post online. You guys can go find this blog post. It's by the Book Flipper. He went with his wife from Denver, Colorado to Tulsa, Oklahoma for a weekend trip and made $5,000 profit in one weekend. And that's when I was like, that doesn't sound like it's true, but even if a tenth of it is true, I'm going to try this out and at least pay for my trip across the country. So what I did was live in my Toyota Corolla. I drove I-40 West all the way to California from Nashville, Tennessee. And the whole way, I would just go to thrift stores. I didn't even really know. I went to a few libraries, but I didn't know about this strategy that I'm about to tell you that is like, it's going to make you $300 an hour if you actually do it. And it really changed the game for me. But at the time, I was just doing thrift stores, libraries, and then I saw an ad for a conference in California. And one of the YouTubers at the time, his name was Reezy Resells, he said, hey, we're doing a conference out in California. If you guys want to come learn how to sell books on Amazon. I had made a few thousand selling books. So I was like, you know what? I'm here living in a Walmart parking lot in my car, going to Goodwill scanning books. Like, I might be able to learn something at this conference. So I drove to the conference, showed up an hour late by accident, walked in. It was super embarrassing, but I got to sit next to Caleb Roth, the guy that wrote the blog post that I read. So it was kind of a surreal experience for me. And I sat down, started taking notes like crazy. There was a girl to my right from MIT doing 300,000 a year. Shout out to Heidi. And it was like, man, these people are really doing this full time. Caleb, the guy that wrote the blog post, who ended up becoming a mentor and now one of my best friends, he quit his job making 6 figures a year as sales in the medical field to sell freaking books on Amazon. And the girl to my right, MIT, doing 300,000 a year, doing that part time, that really shifted my mentality of how big of an opportunity this business really is. Then Reezy, the guy that I was watching on YouTube, who I wasn't sure if was a scam or not, said, if you guys aren't hitting library sales, you're really missing out. And that's my tip for you guys is go to booksalefinder.com and map out every library sale within probably honestly 100 miles of you. It'll be worth it. I guarantee you if you go to library sale and scan all the books, get there early, go to the right sections, which is like nonfiction, you're going to make $300 an hour at least with your time, including listing, repricing, the whole business. If all you did in your book business was go to library sales, you would run a very high profit per hour business. Okay. I didn't know about library sales until I drove all the way across the country to California. And then that shifted the mentality for me. I'm about to tell you guys something else I learned there too. This guy, his face turned all red and he said, well, the cat's out of the bag. And he said, you know, you can get ungated in CDs and DVDs and sell them on Amazon. And it's still the same thing in 2026. All you have to do is go to christianbook.com and order 100 units of a CD, DVD. I'll link the video below. But if you're selling CDs and DVDs on Amazon, the sell-through rate's better for FBA. There's a lot of good things about CDs and DVDs. And anywhere you scan books, there's probably CDs and DVDs as well. So those are two major things I learned at that conference. And back then, people on YouTube didn't share how to get ungated. It was kind of like hush hush. You were really looked down upon if you did share that type of information. And so yeah, that conference really changed it for me. So let's say pillar number 1 is going to be sourcing at the right places, and so thrift stores, libraries, and library sales, booksalefinder.com. Those are 3 really good places. You can also go to Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, Nextdoor. You can post free book pickup service on Facebook. There's so many different places. I know a guy in New York who does $60,000 a month. He's been doing this for years, just doing Craigslist free pickups. Like there's so many different ways to find books to sell on Amazon, and 10% of Amazon sales are book sales. So it's just a matter of finding the right book. So pillar number one is going to be good sourcing strategy. Pillar number two is going to be get the books out the door to Amazon as quickly as possible. And the way to do this is you can use GoToLister, a listing software that I created, or any listing software really, or you can use Seller Central too, which is free. I'll actually link a video where I show Seller Central the free way and GoToLister below, but you don't want books in your house piling up. You want to label them, get them out the door, get them to Amazon so they can be sold as quickly as possible. And that's really the beauty of this business. If you find 2 boxes a week, imagine if you found 2 boxes a week and kept them in your house. Pretty soon your whole house will be filled. But what you can do is find 2 boxes a week and ship them to Amazon, and Amazon will handle the prepping, shipping, customer service. It's called Fulfillment by Amazon. It's a really good program. And side note, when you guys get started, you're going to be gated in a lot of books. Don't worry, just set them aside. Once Amazon builds trust with you, they're going to let you send more books to them. So that's pillar number 2. Pillar number 1 is going to be, sourcing at the right places, knowing how to get unlimited books. Number 2 is going to be listing books, getting them out the door so they can be available for purchase. Pillar number 3 is going to be repricing your book. Shout out Mike the Used Book Guy. He's got a great repricing tutorial for just $20 a month. You guys can use a repricing software, but you don't need to do this probably until like a month or so in, if not longer. Like once you have about 200 to 300 units at Amazon, then you should consider getting a $20 per month repricer. And I'll link that video below. And I'm not going to really linger on this topic too much because it's not really important starting out. Starting out, it's important to find the books and send them to Amazon. And finally, pillar number 4 is going to be considering really what you want out of this business. Like, do you want to build something long-term? I read the book, The E-Myth, and this was recommended to me by a mentor of mine who's still in the book game, who still makes millions. He probably makes, I don't know, if I had to guess, like at least $1 million a year net profit. On the low end, maybe 500,000, but I doubt it. This guy's, he's really, really smart. He recommended a few books to me. One of them was Shoe Dog. Highly recommend you guys go listen to Shoe Dog. Another one was E-Myth. And when I read E-Myth, it completely shifted my book business. And it turned it from like a $20,000 per month business to an $80,000 per month business and beyond. And I started making, well into the 5 figures in my early 20s because of the principles from the E-Myth. So if you guys listen to that book, you're going to understand the principles, which are essentially systematize your business, every part of it, so you don't have to do all the work yourself. And so you can systematize all those things I just said. You can systematize sourcing, you can systematize listing, you can automate repricing. Technology can do that for you. If you have books systematized coming to you, if you have a system to list the books without you, and you have a software that accurately reprices the book, then you have a real business. And so when I read that, it completely shifted my mindset of, okay, now all I need to do is systematize those 3 main parts of the business, and then I can focus on scaling. And that's exactly what it allowed me to do. And eventually I moved on to other products. Like I started selling courses, which was really fun for a while. I started selling courses on how to sell books on Amazon. So it gave me the freedom to make more content. I eventually made a software, GoToLister, get your free trial below, and started flipping chlorine. And I flip a ton of other products now. It's my main source of income is flipping things on Amazon and off Amazon, but flipping books and that foundation and really systematizing it and automating it gave me the freedom of having at least 5 figures a month income coming from my book business that now I could focus on things that I was a little bit more passionate about. I'm very careful with that word, but I think what passion really is anything that gets you excited. I was passionate about wrestling in 2018, and it paid me $1,800 or $1,500 for 3 months of hard work. And I decided this is like, even though it's my passion, it's not really worth it. Sometimes I want to kill myself when I'm in a thrift store for 3 or 4 hours and I'm not getting many hits and my stomach's growling, and I'm flipping books. Am I passionate about it? Well, it gets me a little fired up to be able to think I can drive to the Grand Canyon and spend the day there as a 23-year-old by myself, just chilling, and go sleep in my Toyota Corolla. And I know my bills and my gas and my Chick-fil-A and whatever else I'm buying is going to be paid for by used book. That I'm passionate about that. That gets me really fired up because the sky's the limit. I went up the Pacific Coast Highway. I eventually started traveling to Latin America. I went to Spain. I went to freaking Japan. Like I've traveled all over the world because of the freedom that entrepreneurship has given me. I'm not even going to say Amazon. YouTube, Amazon, Instagram, everything combined, just being able to understand the principles of systematizing and getting inventory and flipping inventory, and it's really exciting. The sky is the limit. But hopefully that video helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions at all, comment below, and good luck building your book businesses. Don't let anyone tell you it's not possible to build a book business in 2026. I know people making millions profit a year. I'm pretty immersed in the industry, but you have to realize if you want to go to the next level, you have to, get exclusive sources. You have to really systematize your business and find a way to get volume of books sent to you that you can list at scale. So much love. Catch you guys in the next video.